Code with intention. See, oftentimes, many developers, they don't spend the necessary time in developing their own logic and then using, visual tools and aids to help map out their logic before implementing their solution. And what this leads to is a degraded quality of logic and the implementation of the logic through the code, as when they open up their code editor and actually start coding, they have to develop their logic, as code is a representation of some sort of logic. So they have to do that while also actively implementing the logic that they just created. So this leads to two tasks having to be done within the same session, and then therefore a degradation of both of them, as you have to equally spend time worrying about both aspects of your work within a singular time spot or singular time span. Instead of doing this, however, instead of wasting your time in doing both at the same time, if you take 20 or 30 minutes to properly map out the logic that you will implement through code, it will lead to a significant reduction in the amount of time you spend coding, and also an elevation of both the quality of logic and also the quality of the code, as you spend more time focused on a singular task, either building nice, maintainable code filled with your technologies and languages best practice, or you spend time building a nicely thought out and a easily scalable plan as to how to solve a specific problem. And then you can also specifically take in business needs as well and integrate it into the very essence and foundation of the logic you're building. Now, the best way to do this, the best way to map out your logic is through a diagram or a visual aid. And the best tool to accomplish that is UML. Now, UML stands for Unified Modeling Language, and it is a standardized language for building graphical notations and systems to represent your software systems. There are two main types of UML diagrams. You have your structural or static diagrams and your behavioral diagrams. Now, a behavioral diagram allows you to model the dynamic nature of your software system. So this includes interactions between different software components and also from external resources such as users, databases, external APIs like OpenAPI, OpenAI, I meant, or the Open Weather API. Now, if you want to map out the very structure of your software system, then that's where the structural or static diagram comes in handy. What it allows you to do is basically build a blueprint for your software. See, think about it as building a house. Before you build a house, an architecture builds a blueprint. And this blueprint has the layout of the house. And so they use that in reference when implementing the house and building it, constructing it. In the same way, a structural diagram allows you to see how different software components will be built and their relationships with one another. And this allows you to ensure a organized software system, right? A software system that is built with intention and purpose and not built with a messy array of different components which were poorly engineered and poorly put together. So this is UML diagrams and the importance in implementing a UML diagram. Thank you.